Hello everyone. In this quick mini series, we're going through how to scale an info product business or coaching business from your current revenue to over 100K per month without working more, without hustling more, and actually replacing yourselves with AI architecture that can do the stuff for you so you don't have to work as hard in the specific areas that are necessary. We built an info product business from 0 to 100K per month in 90 days in the last year. And we've been able to do this without working more. I was able to travel the world. I was able to work 4 or 5 hours a day. And before that, for 2.5 years, I was sitting at my desk for 16 hours per day. And I was stuck with my info product business at around 10 to 30K per month. Now, if this is you right now, watch this mini series. In this first video, we're going to look at the ad creative engine. And in the following videos, we will look at other architectures with the AI engine from our synthetic operational core that you can install inside your own info product business so that you can scale and also stop grinding so much and actually return back to doing what you actually enjoy inside your business. Let's go and run it. In this video, we will look at the ad creative engine. It's a founder system for testing 50, 70, 100 ad angles in the time it used to take you to brief one. I will show you exactly, step by step, in every one of these videos, the synthetic operational core that we install and how you can install this architecture for yourself, even without our help. Let's go run through it. What's inside this blueprint? As I said, we will go through it step by step for everything. Let's start with the section 1, which is the myth that most people actually don't understand with their info product business. Most ad testing dies in the gap between the brief and the delivery. And the thing is that the problem isn't the budget, it's the speed of how quickly you can launch and test new ads. And the cost of slow testing is usually invisible until you measure it. The loop that eats your week and caps your revenue within the ads. Let's have a look at it step by step. What the ad testing looks like in most of the info product businesses is you brief a designer, you wait, 3 days, you get 4 creatives back, you test them, sometimes they flop, and then you start over. Or you're doing it yourself, which means you're a 10K, 30K a month operator, who is spending their Tuesday afternoon writing new Facebook ad copies. Both of these things are not good, and you're stuck because you can't test fast enough to find the new winning angles. And slow testing means slow scaling. And if you're testing it yourself, then you're even using and working more time than you should be, right? So the old loop: you brief, you wait, you test, you repeat. And you're doing it yourself, so you're spending too much time and you're not actually finding the winning angles quickly enough. 2 problems at once. How do we fix this? Before I show you how to fix it, this is the industry story that you maybe saw even online, right? The myth is that you need a creative team to produce these quality ad creatives at volume. So people think more creatives, more headcount. A copywriter, a strategist, a designer, a project manager, and some of them maybe, they're going to use Claude or ChatGPT to help you with it. But still, that's 5 to 15K a month, probably, minimum, before you even know if the angle works that these people deliver to you. And the brutal truth, most of those creatives never get tested properly. And the truth, most of those creatives that these people do for you, they never get tested properly because the bottleneck is the speed. So by the time your team delivers 10 variations, you've already lost a week of testing data. This is operational drag, and it's silently capping your revenue. Operational drag you will see throughout the other videos and this mini-series. This is what we focus on. Operational drag is what is silently killing all the info product businesses, where the founder is working too much and yet the business is still not scaling. It's operational drag like this, where you're waiting for weeks and you're not doing stuff effectively. It's operational drag in other areas that we'll go through in the upcoming weeks or days in terms of sales, marketing, where you're literally leaving money on the table. Or in places where you're doing manual work that you shouldn't be doing. All of this is parts of operational drag. So, just a quick side note. Let's move on. Section 2, what is the actual new way? It's a system, it's architecture, not a team of 10 people. One Claude project, persistent context, a structured JSON prompt, and 50 or 100 tested angles in the time it used to take to write the brief. What does this system do? Two things. One, you don't have to work as much. And two, everything gets done faster without losing the quality. Usually the quality is even better and you find the winning angles even quicker. So this is basically a senior strategist that never forgets your brand. Here's what we do instead. We built a Claude project that acts like a senior ad strategist, one that already knows our audience, our product, and our best performing ads. Super important. We can feed it using our existing winners and get 50 new angle variations back in under 10 minutes. No brief, no waiting, no back and forth, no waiting for a response. This is built inside Claude's project feature, which lets you give the AI persistent context. Think of it as a custom AI employee that never forgets your brand. Now, the build. How to do this specifically step by step. Step number 1, we set up the project and then we feed it the context. So set up your Claude project, go to Claude AI, create a new project, name it something like Add Creative Engine with your brand, and this project will hold all your context files permanently. Then we need these 3 context files, which you already should have if you're a serious business owner in the info product space or any space. If you don't, build these files right now and then feed them to Claude. Number 1, the audience file. Who your customer is, pain points, fears, desires, language they use, all of this stuff. This should be done, or this can be pulled from your ICP document. You should have this, right? The personality file, about your brand voice, how you talk, what you never say, tone, style, energy. This is what stops the AI from sounding generic and giving you like broad hooks and stuff that doesn't really work. And the product file. You need to give it the context of exactly what you sell, the core promise, the mechanism, the transformation, the key proof points, everything about it. Remember, you do this once, you don't have to do it again. But if you do it once in a shitty way, and you do it like so just to get it over with quickly, you will have to redo it multiple times because it's not going to give you good answers, right? Then you upload all 3 as plain text or PDF documents directly into the Claude project. Then the important part that most people skip is you need to teach the system what already works. That's why I'm saying this works like geniusly for people who already have started selling something, who already have some results coming in, who have proof of their offer, who have already gotten some winning ads, or if you don't run ads and you're starting ads right now, you can take the winning hooks and winning videos that are most watched or converting the most. Converting the most is even better from your Instagram or your YouTube, for example, if you're running just organic. So if you have organic winning angles already or ads winning angles already, feed them to the system, to the Claude. This is the most important part. So take your 5-10 best performing ads or videos, organic, copy the full text of each one into a single document, and then put the file inside the project. Now, Claude isn't guessing what's working. It's learning from your actual data. Without this swipe file, Claude will be guessing, and you're going to get generic AI output. With it, every angle Claude produces is a pattern matched against creative that has already converted for you. This is the single biggest unlock in the entire build. So make sure you already have this. If you are just starting your whole brand and your whole offer right now, and you've never sold a piece, then of course this is not right for you. And just to be clear about this. Now, we build the JSON prompt. This is where the system gets really powerful. So instead of asking Claude, write me some ads, you already probably know how that works. You give it a structured JSON prompt that defines the output format precisely. Now, this is a basic JSON prompt structure that you can use. And you can paste this directly into the Claude project, custom instruction section. I will just pause it here. and you can screenshot it, or we will leave the link to this PDF in the video below the video. Now, a quick side note, as I said, like this is just a simplified version of the prompt that will give you the first results, but it's not what we use, right? We use a much more complex JSON prompt for us and for our clients. But if you stay until the end, I will tell you how to get your hands on the ultimate JSON instructions we actually use every day. Now, this is the diagram so you understand what's happening in a bit more visual way. You input the audience file, personality file, product file, you swipe these files and the swipe file with your winning ads into the Claude project. You give it the prompt with the instruction set, and the output is you get the ad creatives, hooks, body, CTAs, all organized by the angles. Right? Now, step one, now with the execution, we generate first and then we turn the copy into a creative. Right? So we generate the creatives in an image generating LLM, which could be Gemini or ChatGPT. We copy the designer instructions from the document that had been generated by Claude. We paste these instructions into the LLM, which can work with image generation, and then we watch the magic happen. And within seconds, you have even the creatives ready to use. Step 6, run the system. Now we have it done, right? So open the project, paste the JSON prompt, hit send. Claude will generate 50 structured ad creatives, each with a hook, body, and a CTA, organized by the angle types, already matching the winning angles that you already fed it before. So we have a high probability that these ones are also winning angles, but just with a little bit different spin so that you can test it, right? And this is going to take like 10 minutes, obviously. And then you have 50 new angles ready to test. And you can either do it into the image generation, and you can run it as static ads, which work very well for a specific type of info product business. We can talk about that in a different video. Or you can even take this and film it the same day, and you can have this much quicker than what you would be doing with your current system. Now, the important thing most people don't understand correctly is you don't test all the 50 ads, obviously, right? That's not the point. When you scan the output, you pick the 8 to 20 that feel the most alive. Those ones that like really stop you. Because you already know your audience, you already know how they feel. You maybe went through the same struggle before, right? So you can really feel the ones. Don't try to logically understand. Just look at the 50 angles, look at the 50 ads and copies, and just see and feel which ones really hit you the most. The 8 to 12. And then go straight into your ad account and start testing these ones, right? The point is not to test 50 ads, obviously. Now the rest stay in your swipe file for future rounds. The filter rule. The point of generating 50 ads is not to test 50 ads. It is to give yourself a deep enough pool that the 8 to 12 best ones are genuinely strong, not just the best of a thin batch. So you generate around 50, you deploy around 10, and these winners, we just scale them again. And we can repeat the cycle. Very simple, very quick, not rocket science, and you're just feeding off of the winning angles that you already have. Getting new ads very quickly so you can scale the ads very quickly, and also you don't have to work as much on it, right? It doesn't really need your input too much, and it also doesn't need you managing another team of 5 people that are doing it for you, right? So it does 2 things. You can scale quicker. Actually 3 things. You have a bigger probability of winning ads, of the ads actually working. You can launch them quicker, and you can so that you can scale quicker, and also you don't have to work as much on it, which is exactly what operational drag extraction does. You don't have to work as much, and you can scale faster. Simple. Now, why this actually works, the mechanism and the economics behind it. It's a pattern recognition layered on top of your own data. That's the most important thing. You're not guessing anything new. You're not remaking something. You already have the pattern, and you're just, with the Claude, you're giving it the recognition of the pattern to do different angles of the stuff that's already working, right? Yeah, like I said, it's pattern matching. The reason why this works is Claude isn't writing anything from scratch. So it's not going to give you some BS. It's pattern matching against your winners, right? Filtered through your audience psychology and your brain voice. That's what a good creative strategist does. They study what worked, identify the underlying angle, and produce variations. Claude just does it in 3 minutes instead of 3 days with 5 other people, right? So, no briefing time, no revision cycles, no project management overhead, no waiting. This is the real strength. This is actually the elimination of operational drag. Now, it replaces either your copywriter, a creative strategist if you have, and the system replaces both for the cost of a Claude subscription, right? Which could be $20 a month, $100 a month, or whatever, right? Instead of paying a few grand or maybe even more. You had a copywriter, you had a project manager, you were waiting, you were not testing as quickly, and it took more of your time. Now you only have the Claude Pro subscription, you have the context files, you can run it quicker, you can test more, and you don't have to wait, you don't have to do revisions and all this stuff. You stay in control, you work less, and you can scale quicker. Now, when we tie it all together, just a quick coffee, from the workflow to a revenue lever. We went from testing 8 to 10 ad angles per month to now testing 40 plus without adding a single person to the team. We scaled past 100K per month within 90 days with 3 people in the team. And I actually didn't work as much as I was working before. And this is one of the core principles that we used. So numerously or multiple times more ad angles, much quicker scaling, much less time spent, and the subscription is definitely cheaper than what the people cost us before, right? Also, more testing volume means faster identification of winning angles. Faster winners mean lower CPAs. Lower CPAs mean you can scale ad spend profitably. It's not a creative workflow improvement, it's a real revenue lever. And when you are not the bottleneck on creative production, you can finally run a real testing framework. You can test hooks versus hooks, angles versus angles, formats versus formats systematically. This is how you find the creative that scales from $100 a day to $1,000 a day without guessing. Now, this is just one part of a larger system, what we call the high conversion content forge. The ad creative engine is the front end, but it all feeds into the full funnel, right? The VSL scripts, the landing page copy, the email sequences, all generated and tested with the same structured AI approach. Right? So this is like a bit more of an overview. We're not going to go into too much detail on this in this video, but if you want to see more, it's going to be in the mini series in the few upcoming weeks. The ad creative engine is the front end. The VSL scripts follow, then the landing page copy, and then the email sequences as well. All can be generated and tested with the same structured AI approach. And the businesses that are scaling past 100K per month right now aren't doing it by working harder, honestly. They're doing it by removing the operational drag, like we talked about, from their marketing systems. And this is how. Now, what we talked about, you can literally just go and try to do it on your own. You can. And you have everything you need, right? But if you understand, okay, I have everything I need, but I don't want to build it myself, that is fair. Setting up the Claude project is straightforward, but building the audience, personality, product files properly, getting the JSON prompt dial in and all this stuff, that takes work, obviously, right? Even though it's work one time and then you have it set up, it takes work to set it up properly for it to run in the way you actually want it to run, right? So if you're already at 10 to 30K a month, you already have some winning angles, you already have proof of the concept, and you're actually selling the offer, and the offer is actually working, and your time is your most constrained resource. Obviously, spending 2 to 3 weeks figuring this out on yourself isn't the right move. Like I said, this is just a small part of it, the ad angles. There's also a part on the whole content creation, on the marketing part, on the sales part, and even on the delivery part. So there is a full synthetic operational core with these AI systems so that the founder doesn't have to be involved in the things he shouldn't be involved in. He can cut the team in a decent way. He can get everything faster, remove the operational drag, and the founder can actually focus on the things that the founder A enjoys and B should be actually focused on so that the business scales faster. Right? Now, what we actually do with our clients as well is we have a very simple guarantee, because we know very damn well this is what works. And the positive ROI in 120 days is the most simple guarantee. If it doesn't work out for you for any reason, which has never happened so far, that's why we have the ROI and the guarantee of this ROI. We refund everything, you don't pay a dime. Or you can choose, we can keep working for free until you do the ROI, until you get the ROI and you actually move the needle and you scale to your dream goal. It's your choice. Either way, the guarantee is very straightforward. Now, this is done with you offer. We don't send you a few videos and tell you, friend, just go do it yourself. That's not what we do, right? We build it with you, with our team. So that's why we only take 5 clients per month. If you want, you can jump on a quick diagnostics call. It's going to be linked in the description below, where we can have a look at your situation, map out the operational drag within your info product business, and see if it's the right fit. Now, just a final note, the checklist of what you can do right now, regardless of whether you want to get your business diagnosed or no, you can literally build this yourself, right? You can start removing the drag and start scaling even yourself right now. This is the action set from this video. Spin up a Claude project, write the three context files. Really, these ones are super important to be written correctly. Compile the winning ads, paste the JSON prompt, run it, filter the 8 to 12 best ad angles, and then ship it and start scaling, start testing. This is everything from my side. I wish you have a great rest of your day and see you in the next video.